Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to create a form customizer. So before going ahead, I will use some of the concept. So as we know, the name suggests form customizer extension. So form customizer extension is help us to customize the list, view, edit, update page. For that, let me quickly give you example. For example, let's first create a list. So when you create a blank list, it has a blank list. So this is a blank list. By default, this list is inherited from the item content type. So the content type I will as self big topic, but I will show you how the form. So like if you say is the we have this title. Title is the default column when we create any custom list. So let me go to the here click list settings. Here you see this is the list information. Have this URL of this list. When we are on it, see this is a list URL, right? So it's a blank all item.asp. It is also a view. This is a view by default. The default view is a all item. So it has this column, and these are all the out of the box column. Whenever you create any list, find custom list, find title, modified, created by and modify by. These are the column, right? Keep a track of the and you can create the column from here, like title is a column, right? And modified, created by and modified. These are called a read only field. You cannot update it, but whenever you add any item to the list, it automatically. Uh, let me create. Let me. So now when we create a new, so this is a new page form, right? So it's a test. Then we click here and click edit. This is a edit page, right? Now when you click here, it will also open in the so if you go to the under the hood, you will find there is a different pages available. Edit view, right? So I'm not going to explain right now here because it will increase the length of the video. So let quickly give you a brief introduction. Go to the site content, you will see this is a list I have just created. It's a blank list, right? If you go to the detail, you will go to the detail of the sorry. So if you go here and go to the settings, you will go you will see the list settings, right? We need to go to the advanced settings in order to see the content type, right? So for that, I will go to the advanced settings. Here I'm going to enable it, allow management of the content type. So I've clicked OK. So now I am if you see this title is used in item content out, right? And I'm also add the existing content type. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to use some of the existing. So what I'm going to use here, the content type, I'm going to use it and click OK. So now the content type is visible and all the column coming from here. And as the title also exists in the con yeah, the title also exists in the content type. So you will see here, right? So let me show you the form. So for that, I will quickly go here, and if you see, I will see these two dropped out, right? Contact, and I will see the other list of the items. Hello, first, last. I'm going to save here, and but you will see, oh man, where is the rest of the column? For that, you need to create a new column. So let me save as a view. Sorry, let me click here and edit a current view. Here you see the list of the columns, right? So I need to go here and let's say first name, last name, title, to have in the company address. So now these fields are visible here, right? Although I have added two titles, but understand, right? So these I have the existing content. So if I'm going to click here and click contact, click uh, here and edit it, this content type will be this content type. If there is a content type, if I switch between content type, right, will hide and show the column as well. So if you would like to show only the default, when click the default content type will be, for that we need to go to the settings and this settings, and here we have this change new button order. For that we need to either visit and click OK. So now you go here, click new, always uh, show the content type which you have selected, and also here this is add the some of the URLs view path what we will to display here, right? So this is all about the content type. So now we need to, for now, what is the form customizer? Basically, form customizer is help us to customize the form, whether it is edit, view, and display form, right? Basically, the CURD operator. For that, if you see, if this we are going to use SP this view extension and SP core library, we are going to use it, and we have this render method, right? So here it's also do the same thing, right? But there is some of the things when we are going to create a new extension. So for example, the form extension, it will generate a different type of component IDs, right? New form client side component ID, display component ID, and then there is a edit client side component ID, right? Based on that, it will display the form, right? If we are say gulp serve and specify the edit form, so it will display the edit form, right? And if I specify the put the new form configuration, it will show the new form, right? So this is all about how you're going to save it, and we have a different actions: save, cancel, close. So when we are going to use it, see, uh, we have a method save on save. Basically we will use the form save method, right? And based on the property is called form display mode, right? Whether it is a new and edit, based on that we will create it and edit it, Here is a method, right? And this is how it's look like. So this is what about basic of content type and the form customizer. So let me quickly create a new folder, md let's say 06 hyphen form customizer. Okay, I think we need to use not this one. dd dot dot md06, I think 06 hyphen form customizer. Okay, so now we need to use here. So you need to use yo to generate the template, form customizer template, right? So we will use the Microsoft operator. I will use keep as it is, and here I'm going to use the extension, and the extension I will look for form customization it as it is, and I will be using the React framework. That's it. So it will take a couple of time to solve everything. Okay, so let me pause you and then we'll continue. Now if you see setup completed, let me this customizer in a new. So I have this form customizer. So it's there. So if you see in the config.json, we have these dependency. These are the dev dependency. See, I'm using the React UI for that, and also Office UI, Fabric React, and this is SP load dash set, and the UI Fabric core. These are the dev dependencies. If you go inside the config, you will see in the gulp.serve file that serve.json, sorry. So you will see we have a different URL like new form, this will configuration, added form and view. And here if you see we have this component ID, and but if you want to we have this page type. Page type means what type of page, whether it is edit form, new form, or view form. So here we have this page type, right? So and this is a component type. If you want to add your component type for your specific list, for that you need to specify the URL of your restaurant. So right now if you go there and let me check my list URL. If you see, this is a list URL, and it mentions some like this. You need to specify your tenant. So what I will do, this is my tenant URL. I will check this, copy, and I will replace with this one, right? So then Control F2, take space, and now I have this component ID, and I need to specify the root folder as well, right? For that site, my site list. So we have this list. We have this. Need to copy this URL from here and take this one. Pull F2, multi-cursor, and Control V. So now we have updated, we are almost there, right? And the last thing, we need to tell this customizer to look for specific content type. The content type that I have created, it's contract, right? So site information here, if you see, I have a this go to the site list settings, right? This list setting, if you see here, if I'm going to click here, if you see here in the top, the URL, let me go here and type something like this, URL code decode something like in URL and paste it over there. And so this is a content type, right? I copy here and I would like content type ID and paste it over. So for the multi-cursor, what will I do? I will copy here this control. Now I have this control F2, go to the end, press enter, hit here, save it. Now this is how it's look like, right? And let me, this is a gulp.server I have set up, right? The next step, I need to go here in the extension. If you the component, we have this hello world, right? And we have this save and close, and we have this component did mount, component will mount, and this is render, right? So now we have this display mode. Let me check which form I am right now, right? For that, what I will do, I will add some logic over here, like in the property prop, I think prop, this is a prop. The prop, I will receive this dot props dot, I receive this context dot uh, item dot title, right? Also list dot title. So let me see whether I'm in a correct list or not, right? So Rolex, and I'm going to return here's a fragment, and here say give and title, right? I'm going to save it. Now I will use gulp serve in order to see whether my component is working. So for that, I need to do couple of steps. First, I will make sure that I have a correct configuration, and I will use the correct this hello world form. And if you go here, over here, see we have this. We need to specify the configuration in order to get the specific configuration, right? This is here. So gulp serve hyphen. So let me do the same. Gulp serve hyphen hyphen. Let me copy this, right? And rather than edit, let me do form, press enter. Okay, so let's see how it look like. I'm getting this error because of we have specified the wrong. So we see that we need to specify the URL. This is URL and make it. Save the settings. Wait for so I will see load the script. We see blank. Blank is the list of the this is the list name. Okay, so let me show you the edit, update, and forms that we need a couple of first. As I already mentioned that we have this display mode, right? So we will receive the display mode in the context, right? So this dot prop dot display mode. Well, like this. Well, which case this sorry this dot here I will announce so this dot prop dot display mode will equal to form display mode dot okay, save edit display so we will do it let me refresh it and see. This is a display form, right? Let me see. So if you see, if you go here and do the configuration in the edit form, you have this ID as this is the edit form, right? Also, here in the edit form, we able to still able to get the current title. So for that, dot props dot content dot we do get the item dot title. You save it, rerun this. Okay. So this is just an example how we're going to write. So in order to do that, you do the couple of things over there. So you can create a new React component, the form, and you can saying that it is in the edit form, but the ID, the title is ID is okay. So if you see, you're able to see this test ID, right? And the test ID is for show you test ID. Let me update it with here is a hello. This is that ID. We also able to display the other fields as well. This is just an example. So we have this. So if you go to the configuration, you will see the forms. We have this ID, right? But in the new form we don't have, but view form we do have this IDs. So this is all about, and also we have this. If you go here, we have this on save on these method. We can override this method and add our logic. Thank you. I like it. This is how you're going to create a customizer.